I don't believe in Nigeria.
I would never, the APC, absolutely out of the question. Until kingdom comes, until Jesus returns, that will never happen.
But I've made a choice. I believe I've been led by the Spirit of God.
This is the Holy Spirit. Which spirit is which holy? Is the question I'm asking you.
When you trust a human being, you are finished. But when you trust the words of a Nigerian politician, you are completely finished. Now, some of you are not really seeing the main reason why FFK is moving to the APC. This video is not like a defense for him, but I want to show you facts so you hear from the horse's mouth. Like I always tell you guys, one critical thing that George works with here on the channel is the words people say, because I believe in the fact that from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So he has said some things consistently in the past. I'm not going to go into some videos that you guys know already, because this same person that is talking about the unity of Nigeria today once talked about the fact that he preferred that even if the country itself breaks. Now listen to this yourself.
You must never compromise. It's not about giving 𝐷𝐵 KANU a position of SGF or position of vice president or something like that. Because if you do that, he will serve his term, then we'll be back to square one.
Square zero, man.
Absolutely. You've got to fight for your people. You've got to fight for your people.
And it's a structural, seismic change both in thinking and in approach.
And if they say no, then break it. I told you when we were in detention, the truth is I don't even believe in this union anymore. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in Nigeria. I don't believe that the Northwest and the Northeast, as they are now, should be part of us. Because their whole mindset, their whole view about the world is different to ours.
The most important thing is for us to understand and appreciate the fact that Nigeria must not disintegrate, and those that want us to end up fighting one another in a war will be put to shame.
Wow, good. That was when 𝐷𝐵 KANU was released. This is someone that was a friend to 𝐷𝐵 KANU, at the same time a friend to 𝐼𝐻𝐻, and now he's a friend of Buhari. Now, I don't want to go into the videos of what he has said in the past about Buhari himself, because if I go into that, him even watching himself, I think to a good extent he should be a little bit ashamed. But I mean, there is no disrespect right here as I show you some salient things that would really show you, even as he has spoken right now, that one thing he is hungry for, which is what every politician is hungry for, every pastor is hungry for, every police officer is hungry for. The 3 P's is power. Listen to what a soldier said here about who they really are.
Now only 3G now for this life. God, gun, government. And I be 2 inside. I get 2 inside. I be government and I get gun.
Good. Now I don't know if you heard that, because when you have the gun, you are with the government. And the last thing he said, come on, you have God, what else do you need? You have to really do understand this. See, like Reno Mokri said in his video, Femi Kayode has never really won an election. He has been appointed, disappointed. That you guys know the comment that Olusegun Obasanjo made about his person in the past with regards to what could actually make him talk for you. He's a very good orator, and that must be applauded. But now listen to him right here, the moment he had after having his meeting with the president, when he came out and spoke about the fact of him moving to the APC. Listen to this.
Not always negative, and when the time is right, we change direction to join forces and join hands to move the country forward. I was actually one of those that formed the APC until there were a few issues and I went back to PDP. But I think it's an individual thing.
Now, one thing you have to know is that, listen, power is what Femi Kayode is interested in. First of all, he started his romance with Yaya Bello, the governor. I talked about this. Those of you that have been watching me long before, remember that I made a video about him and Yaya Bello, their romance. And right now, it has really materialized to the fact that he has officially joined the APC. He has not even entered the APC. He's not even up to a month or 2 months in APC right now. He's already having problems with Governor Mahi.
And very instrumental when Governor Mahi joined the APC. I was there and very instrumental.
Yes, of course, because of how he talked. He said that he was instrumental to Governor Mahi moving from the PDP to the APC. Of course, listen, just like the way I talk right now, I'm someone that is very vocal. I make contents, of course, share my opinions on social media. People that maybe I talk about consistently, or maybe a way I get more attention from the way I talk, people feed on that attention. That is where power now comes to me, and someone will be like, okay, this person controls this amount of audience, maybe I can work with this person. person. All the while that Femi Kayode was making noise and talking, not like, I won't say he was making noise, but talking vehemently about the government, not as if what he was saying were lies. Everything he said were true about the government, always being on the criticism side. Very okay. But what you have to understand right here is that him bringing the factor of God and bringing the, you know, I keep telling you guys, just like how your pastors will come and say, I heard from God. Were you there to know when he heard from God? Now, oh, yes. You people that are now like the one that carry Bible on your head, can you come and disprove the fact that the Holy Spirit did not tell him what he said? That was moved by the Holy Spirit to move from the PDP to the APC.
Anybody that is talking, the Spirit said, the Spirit said, the Spirit said. Me, I'm extra watch. I watch out for them.
Can you come and disprove that fact? Bruno Mokri is a pastor, he's a politician as well. This person also, Femi Kayode, is a pastor. I heard he's a pastor, he's a Pentecostal, he's a preacher, like I heard according to what was said on Arise News. And he's also a politician. Imagine when someone that is a man of God is also a politician. Hi. These three P's. If one person can be these three P's, if one person can be, no wonder our president, of course he's not a pastor, but if one person can be these three P's, that person can go far. Why? Because if you are in these three sectors and you are still one person, come on, you can control a lot. So all of the vocality has been on social media, talking about the president, criticizing the government and all that. I don't want to go into the despicable names he has called the APC or called Buhari, because all those things are there on social media. But what I want you to understand right here is that the reason why he's moved to the APC is because he is power hungry, according to the words of his mouth. Because he believes that when power maybe is in his hands, or maybe is in the right place where he is, maybe change can be made according to what he said. You walk with what people say, because right now it's going to make a whole lot of sense to you if you look at this without sentiment. Keep sentiments aside, look at this, because I've told you guys many times, your politicians have personal interests. And let me tell you, we can make all the noise on social media. These people know the game of politics. You watching me right now, you are not the one that votes when it comes to voting. The people that even vote are not even the ones that know what is happening on social media, or know what is YouTube or Instagram or whatever. I've said that many times. These people play grassroots politics, which you do not know. They know people they can give 1,000, 2,000, if that is how they do their politics, to get things done. So when it comes to that's why we can make all the noise on social media, comment all what we want on their post. I even asked him in his Instagram handle, Biasa, wait, someone told me that you're a political bandit. Is that true? Because this one now, it looks like banditry now, like how they come like unawares, unexpected. Because this was totally unexpected, even though I told you guys like right from time. I made a video about that long ago when I was saying that right now the way I'm seeing him move with Yaya Bello is becoming fishy. Remember the time now that because of he and Yaya Bello's involvement in the whole is it the time they were, I don't know what was happening at that time, but I don't know if you remember. Some of you remember when two of them, he and Yaya Bello, had to be more of like a bridge party. I made a video at that time with regards to something that was going on between the herders and the farmers. At that time, I knew that something was cooking, because if you are in the PDP and you are having relationships like this with people in the APC, something is cooking. Now, I would not be surprised that Femi Kayode might be coming out for maybe presidency with Yaya Bello. I will not be surprised if maybe he might get a political appointment if APC even wins to become the next president of Nigeria. But for someone that will speak for Sunday Igboho, speak this way for Nnamdi Kanu when Nnamdi Kanu was released, speak this way about Nigeria, and he's still talking about unity. One thing I keep telling you guys, the internet never forgets. No matter what, the internet never forgets. That's why even when George speaks, I speak very calculatively, because 5 years from now, 6 years from now, 10 years from now, someone will pull up a video I made at this time and say, George said this at this time. But if you are not being posterical with the utterances we make, we would always make mistakes. Now let me share with you a scriptural explanation of why FFK moved to the APC.
Talking about God and conviction. You know, he's also a pastor, a Pentecostal preacher.
Okay.
So he knows the Bible very well.
Okay.
Then when he said the Spirit of God, what I remembered was Acts 9, verses 1 to 19, which is the section of the Bible that talks about Saul's conversion on the road to Damascus. So this is a road to Damascus moment for Femi Fani Kayode. You know, in the Bible, Saul was told, Saul, why do you persecute me? So did Fani Kayode hear that voice from President Buhari? And now, you know, this Damascus moment, it's important to see how he manages it. He says he has seen changes in the APC. I hope he will help the APC to explain those changes better to the Nigerian people.
Yes, that is from one of my fathers in the Arise News. You know, I love watching Arise News because those people, when it comes, I've shared a couple of their videos here, credit to them, because when they sit down and talk about issues, it's really, really interesting. And it's just so funny that this same Femi Kayode was sitting down with, 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙢𝙧𝙗 on Arise News and saying a couple of things, and right now he's saying that 𝙤𝙤 is insulting him for asking him a question with regards to what people's opinions are. That means the same antics he had when he abused, I would say, a journalist at that time that trended is the same antics he had on national television. You are saying that 𝙤𝙤 is insulting you by asking you a simple question, which is what people are raising as concerns. So when I look at our fathers in politics, I just wonder to myself, the truth is that Nigeria has only one party, not two. The way you see them cross-carpeting and all that, you think that, oh, you people, there's something called party ideology. Many Nigerians do not have that particular ideology. I will not be surprised. People are saying that GoodLuck will move to APC. I'm saying I don't think that might happen, but even if it happens, just know that we have one party in Nigeria. If there can be another alternative, because you know how APC was formed, and Femi Kayode always boasts of the fact that he was instrumental in the forming of APC. And look at the way he was talking about he spent only 9 months in APC and it was horrible for him because of what? Because of what? So what is now making your going back there? Just like saying, like how 𝙬𝙧𝙧𝐵 would say, how can you go back to your own vomit? Where is the dignity? Where is the pride in your person? Where is the 𝐻𝐭? Where is the man in you? I don't know, but I'm just, the people you guys say the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. We are just watching. I'm just watching because your antics are clear. The internet never lies. What is on social media is on social media. But sir, if you're watching me, all we can do on social media is talk. As I'm talking right now, I'm just, of course, I'm a content creator. I'm putting these things together to make you see reasons why tomorrow, if you're coming out to come and say, oh, I'm going for this position, I'm going for this position, who are the people that would believe in your person and believe in what you stand for? Who? Because you talk from, it looks as if you talk from different sides of your mouth. And when we look at the fact, we say the problem that is really, look at how everything is now sugar-coated with the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God told you last time that the only thing that can make you join APC is till Jesus comes. The videos are there. The videos are there. And right now, Jesus has not come. You're already in APC. And Reno Omokri was talking about another senator that moved from. I'm just asking myself, okay, we are rejoicing that, okay, we have people cross-carpeting. But in the end, how is that leading to a betterment of Nigeria? I think Nigeria needs a total overhaul. Because in the end right now, all this is in preparation. We have not even entered 2022. This is 2023 and this is happening. The way we carry politics on our head like this in Nigeria, I'm just telling you, because I don't know. I'm telling you, because some people are saying that he's being bankrolled. Maybe money don't finish, but he has said himself that it's not, finances is not his problem. That means he's financially buoyant enough. Wonderful. But in the end, be a man and stand by your word. 𝚤𝚘𝚗𝐻𝐿 BRG is who he is today because he stood for what he believes in. Sunday Igboho is going to be getting 20 billion. That is if he's not taken to a higher court and then they just say that 20 billion is not fair. But 20 billion, and I was just looking at the internet, because they said he was going to receive 20 billion for damages. People are posting picture of him looking swagalicious. I'm like, what is going on with people? Why are people like this now? So my dear wonderful viewer, I've always told you guys, don't believe everything you see on social media. Don't even believe everything I say. If you have believed all the words of Femi Kayode and him now praising the same person he once criticized, all of those things he had built attention for himself. Just like we talk about this, look at Daddy Freeze now. Daddy Freeze has talked about this whole thing right now. Look at the person of Daddy Freeze. When something happens about Apostle Johnson Suleiman, he doesn't say nothing. It's the exact same thing. I don't know if it makes sense to you. He will not say anything except maybe he's been pushed so much that this is so trendy that he has to talk about it. But he wouldn't say anything. Why? Because this same person you once criticized, you are now friends with. So you have to turn a blind eye to anything about this person, except you are being pushed. It's just exactly the same thing if you look at it critically. That's why who is being your judge? You don't know. Do you know me from anywhere? You don't know me from anywhere. So you cannot liken me or identify me with this particular celebrity or whatever. That's why I can talk about any and everybody, but I like to make sure I pay attention to fact, because tomorrow if they come for me, the videos are there to prove that you said this and I said this. I present fact. I don't come and add information or lies. That will not make it look like a lie. I will not come and add something extra to what is not already out there. Rather, I pick what is out there already and I dissect it and cut it down into pieces so you get the gist of what it really does mean or what it does entail. So Femi Kayode himself moving right now to the APC, it makes logical sense to a great extent. It's all for the power. Power itself is very intoxicating. What has all his making of noise still standing on the PDP talking against the government, what has it yielded him so far? He has seen ahead that if PDP does not get in government the next term or by 2023, what will be left for him? But if that Reno Mokri that is still talking for the PDP right now, if PDP should win in 2023, maybe he can get one appointment and he will come back from wherever he is to Nigeria. So all of this is just a game of personal interest. But you right now, what is your own interest in the government? Because you that is watching me, you are not the one that votes. Some of you that are watching me don't even have a PVC. Some of you that are watching me are not in Nigeria. So all we can do on social media for a fact is that we can talk, we can make noise. But in the end, these people know the game of politics. It's not about sentiment. They know how to go to the grassroots and get things done. So whoever is even coming to compete with these people, the PDP and the APC, which I see them to be one, must really have a strong foundation in grassroots politics to really beat these our papas. I think we have used the name of God so much in vain that right now the same mouth that said the Spirit of God has told him a whole bunch of things about the APC is the same person that is saying that the Spirit of God is leading him to join the APC. And I'm just asking myself a question. Isn't this what I've been saying all along? Politicians, pastors, and the police. It's the same person that was defending Abba Kyari. The same person. This life, you know, balance. So if you watch Nigeria for 3 days. Man, 3 days. Don't believe everything you see on social media. I'm just watching. Anyway, thanks for watching and thanks to the amazing Being Real family. So good to have you right here. Keep watching my videos. I love you guys.
But I've made a choice. I believe I've been led by the Spirit of God, and I will fight the corner and fight for what I believe is right within this party as I would anywhere. I will never give up on my core values and principles.